The nice thing I think about actually getting into a different job uh, is when went from one position to another, from one company to another, I got a door. Before I just had a cubicle, and doors I think are super important because doors actually allow you to create that unknown, that separate space, and that safe space that people call. Um, what I mean by this is behind the door is all up here. You don't know what's going on unless you see it, or it's up in your mind. So you gotta interpret it. Interpretations are great, but there's times where interpretations weren't great at all. And what I mean is, when I was in college, there was a sliding door. A sliding door behind it. You can hear what the fuck is going on, right? I mean, you can hear everything because behind the door is literally just what you're hearing, which is exactly what you're thinking. So I mean, I'm at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to sleep, and then of course I hear a bunch of adult noises. I slide the door open, and what do you think it is? Exactly what you think it is. It's just two adults doing two adult things. You know what I'm saying? Kind of boring, but I mean that's exactly what happened. I closed and slammed the door shut after that, and yeah, I couldn't sleep that night. It was an interesting night. Very very interesting. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, not a big deal. But behind the door too. Also, doors allow you to divide off other things. So, say you have a Jehovah's Witness right in front of you, you can slam the door in front of them. You got trick or treaters, slam the door. You separate yourself from the elements, right? That's how it works, which I think is super fucking hilarious. That's the way it works. Um, and when you can divide off the information like that, it works super well because when you divide the when you can just close the door and then you separate, that divider is massive. But the divider doesn't always work because sometimes you have a sliding door or a door you don't even know, like a trap door, and you can hear everything behind the door because it's less than an inch, an inch long. So of course that means that if there's people behind that door and behind the other door, you can hear everything. So like in a changing room environment, for example, I thought I was a wall right to my right, and everybody else in the changing room thought it was just a wall too. So we started talking about stuff, talking about other hilarious things that went on today, and then we hear from the other side of the other changing room, from the girls' changing room. We can hear you, right? And we're like, oh shit, no way. So sometimes it sucks. But what I gotta say is, definitely behind doors is one of the scariest things ever because it's either you know it behind it or you don't know it behind it. So, for example, in like XCOM, and any sort of like hostile environment, when you have a door covering it, you gotta walk up to the door, you gotta open it up, you gotta figure out what the fuck is behind the door. Same thing in when I was going to pistol training at front sight with my dad, and when that happened, part of the training environment was to open the door up and like second the door's up, you gotta get in there and you gotta scan and not be in the doorway because you don't know it's behind the door. But it's, the door is the most dangerous thing because you don't know what's behind it unless there's somebody saying, "Hey, open up," or there's clearly someone behind the door. But what I really like about that element though is that surprise. That surprise is awesome. Like say it's in a competition, then in the competition there's gonna be something behind the door. Now doors are like loot boxes, right? It can be super fucking good or it can be super fucking shitty, or you have a 3% chance that your life is gonna change for the better or for the worse, right? That's how it always works with loot boxes. But anyways, in TV shows you always see it with loot boxes. I mean doors. Yeah, see, perfect comparison. The doors are usually what they use, like, hey, what's behind door number one? It could be a car, it could be a boat, it could even be $5, which is pretty shitty, but that happens all the time, right? With that random information. But I don't know, I think it's super cool about doors. If you haven't noticed, I've been stuck with a straw. It's an exercise I got from this voice actor known as Peter Baker. It's so it trains clarity because now I can't use the rest of my mouth to talk. I have to use only my tongue and the lips, which makes it so I have to use a lot of my mouth muscles to make it so I have to talk, which is a little bit weird. I have to use some accents to talk, but it also forces me to use the rest of my voice fundamentals. I'm trying to get better, like I said, and but anyway, that's a tangent. Those are the things I really appreciate about doors. It's kind of weird to say appreciate because it could be awesome or could be bad. It's like a happy medium. But the doors are awesome because they let us, separate ourselves. And then behind doors, you can kind of guess what's behind the door, but you don't know it behind the door. What is in the mind and what is not in the mind, and what you kind of know is behind it, is all I think makes doors awesome. But anyways, I have too much saliva in my mouth to swallow right now, and I can't really swallow with the straw in my mouth. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. This was day 26 of 75 hard. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a little weird with this, but it is so I can improve my public speaking skills, and I think this is helping a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow for my PR of the deadlift, as well as getting some points in for not getting out there during a seminar. So I'm gonna record both of those and put it in the video tomorrow. I'll see you guys again for day 27 of 74 hard. Thank you so much. Catch you guys again next time.